Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to react to a video called Why Looking Poor is More Important in 2025. Right now, I know 2025 is kind of off to a rough start, especially with the California wildfires, the snowstorms in the South, and hey, it's been a tough year, but this is also a good time for you during times of downtime. We can get ourselves better to have a better year. And what a perfect time during times of uncertainty is to really focus on the skill that we want to do, save more money, build relationships with our families and friends that we think about, something that doesn't tell us instinctively, but we never do. I believe this is the perfect year to really start your trajectory on the right path. But speaking to this video topic, I would say looking more important is more important now than ever because it's a lot of uncertainty in the economy and not really sure if Trump is going to do what he says, but we'll just have to see. And that's why I always believe paying down your debt and saving more money and investing is probably the best strategy you can do for 2025. But let's get to the video.
Secret. In my conversations with billionaires, top investors, and some of the best business owners I know, I've noticed something. You would never be able to tell they were rich just by looking at them. Do you want to grow your bank account or your ego? Well, here's 8 reasons why looking poor can actually make you more money. Number 1, the anti-signal is the signal. What if, in fact, looking flashy and rich is actually making you lose money? Like, who do you trust more? This guy, no offense, kind of, or this guy? This is called the anti-signal.
In my opinion, I would say people would trust the more flashy guy because at the end of the day, it seems like he's doing well. But I know in my belief, I would trust Warren Buffett. But then again, let's think about it. Do most people in the world know about Warren Buffett? Yeah, he's very popular in the financial world. But outside of that, people would pick the guy that has everything together, that looks flashy, and say, "Oh, I own a yacht." And that's what people are going to continue to do because that's what they was taught. This is what our country teaches us. If you wear flashy stuff, flashy brands, flashy shoes, have flashy cameras, you're rich and successful. And a lot of people are going to believe that till the day they die. And there's nothing you can do about it. But looking like Warren Buffett, I think he lives in Omaha, Nebraska, where, I mean, no offense to Nebraska, but I mean, it's a pretty small town. And I mean, Nebraska State, Omaha is a small town. And yeah, and I see why that he's doing well up there because he was taught the basics of investing, and that's what you need to become an investor. It's really follow Warren Buffett, but ain't no telling what he has done to get the wealth he's done.
And it's backed by data. A survey published in the Journal of Consumer Research showed that people who conspicuously consumed luxury goods were perceived as less trustworthy compared to those who kept a low profile. So, like, keep your Rolex pictures to yourself, boys. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He still lives in the same modest house he bought in 1958 and drives a...
Wow, he bought the house in 1958? Or maybe he probably updated. I think he kind of updated, but if he did, hey, and I know he's driving those nice cars.
Cadillac, not a Lambo, but he's got way more...
Which Cadillac is still like a car. I mean, at the end of the day, compared to the average consumer, if you got a Cadillac, you made some money compared to the average person. So I know they say, oh, a Lambo, it's like top of the line, but a Cadillac, it's still top of the line.
More dollars. His wealth doesn't announce itself. It just is proven. And that's how you build trust. At Contrarian Thinking, we have a set of values called the Contrarian Creed that we discuss every meeting. And one of my favorites is show me your results, not your intentions. No one who deserves your respect cares what labels you wear. They care about your results. Buffett owns a massive public firm. He has to show and discuss his results year in and year out, and everybody sees if he makes or loses money. Real wealth doesn't brag. It just shows results. Actually, I thought of something. A Casio watch challenge. Here's the idea. I've always wanted an excuse to wear one of those Casio calculator watches. Have you seen this bad boy?
Introducing 20-function calculator watch.
I'm going to give away one in the comments to one of you who either tells me the funniest joke about money or tells me the coolest way to save money. I'll pick one of you. And then to show we are frugal, I'm going to wear one with you for the entire month of January. It'll just be you and me and our Casio calculators, baby. This is not that, by the way. This is not a good purchase. This is an expensive purchase right now.
You're preaching looking poor and you bought an expensive watch. I mean, the hypocrisy right there. I'm just saying, it makes no sense. But hey, I get it. You know, we got to do everything we can to make some views. Why not? Boom. Hypocrisy. If you like this video so far, hit the like button.
So we're not talking about that. Number 2, act your stage. Some say act your age. Dave Ramsey says,
act your freaking wage.
I say, act your stage. I break earnings into 4 categories. First, we've got less than $100,000 in income. You're just starting out. You need to be obsessed or you'll never win. This requires all of you. 2, learning. Less than $1 million in income. You are getting your...
First of all, a lot of people are still in the merging stage right here at the bottom. I mean, and never get out the emerging stage, and which is okay. You know, if you don't make above $100,000, it is okay. It does not mean that you're a loser, that you're a poor father. No, it's about substance inside of you, your character, how much you're willing to give back. Because money doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. I know we're a finance channel, but I don't want to be all caught up in finances, everything, because it's your character 100% is what matters. And learning, yes. So if we're making money and we're able to grow that money into $1 million, which takes a long time to make $1 million, it's not like people are going to have jobs to give you that make them over $1 million. No, you have to invest your money to grow into $1 million. But let me just get back what she has to say.
Wins, it will require most of you plus an A+ team. If you're happy here, stay. If not, next stage requires more. 3, growing. Less than 10 million in income. You are now 0.4% who hit 8 figures. It will require a lot from you.
0.4. Okay, yeah. 0. I would say 0.0000000.4 in a million, because that's not a lot of people. That is under 0.0%.
Plus an A+ team that is also obsessed. 4, empire. Less than $100 million in income. You are the 0.0001% at 9 figures. It will require much thought and strategy from you, plus a top-tier team, but maybe not all of your time, because you're going to have a team. So know your stage, make peace with it. Oprah also has a great quote. She says, do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. This is often what real wealth requires when you're starting from scratch. Do you think you're doing what it takes, or are you doing what you want? Be honest with yourself. Truth plus sacrifices equals progress. So act your stage.
Yeah, I agree. But I also do agree with Dave Ramsey's act your ways. Yes. I mean, it's really no different. Act your stage, act your wage. You're really just replacing wage with stage, in my opinion. But hey, you know, you don't need, if I know if you're making $31,000 a year, you need to try to figure out something where you can afford or buy your car in cash. I wouldn't even get a car note if I know I make $31,000, and that will significantly reduce my grocery bill 100%. But let's go to the next one.
Here's the thing about the rich. They get wealthy quietly. No flashy cars, no overpriced gadgets, just calculated moves that grow their money over time. You know what's kind of ironic though? The best opportunities are often the least exciting. Real estate, for instance, not glamorous. You don't get bragging rights for owning a portfolio of multifamily units or warehouses, but you can get more stable returns so you can build wealth that lasts generation.
I'm going to end the video right here. If you want to watch this next video right here, where if I agree with this person's financial advice or not, it's going to be up here.